What we can learn today on this conference?
I think that although we just started the conference and I had the great honor and privilege to have the first speech or the first presentation, I think that everyone agrees that innovation, IT, smart agriculture, smart economy is the solution for Serbia's necessities. And I was so happy to share with you some experiences that we gathered in Israel. We are your size, we had similar geopolitical challenges. We did a great deal regarding having a healthy, pro-export, pro-high-tech economy. I truly believe, as a real lover of the Serbian people and a true believer in your possibilities, I do believe that you can be even more successful. I'm very optimistic regarding your future if you take the right decisions. Government and people alike, companies, private people. It's not only government, it's not only people. It's the bridge, it's the connection between the state and the individual in order to create a pro-startup, a pro-export, a pro-high-tech atmosphere. This is, I believe, the name of the game.
You believe in Serbian innovations?
I do believe. I know Serbian. I know Serbian people. Smart, with great ideas, with unbelievable energies. This is the preconditions. And you have it. You have it. You're not only a very charming nation. I think that you are. But it's not only that. It's positive thinking. It's innovative ideas. It is an approach toward changing the reality. And I see no reason on earth that Serbia doesn't transform itself from inside to something very powerful, economically speaking. You owe it to yourself. And I believe that you are just to do it if you will stretch your muscles a bit more.
Can you compare me internet economy between Israel and between Serbia?
Which economy?
Internet economy.
Well, I think that in that sense we are very similar. We are very similar. Serbia is a very media-oriented society. We are also. I think that we are leading in the world in the number of computers we have, of mobile phones we have. I just read the research that even in sushi restaurants, Israel is the largest concentration of sushi of all restaurants after New York and Tokyo. So it says a lot about the spirit of the nation, curiosity. Serbians are curious, talkative, they love to talk. That's good. They ask themselves, they examine themselves, they torture their souls. Those are all good preconditions. I think that it's a very political society, political in the sense of not partial, but of debate. You are a very smart nation, and you should transform that smartness into export, into tangible achievements. Not to leave it only verbal around the endless coffee sessions that you have in Kneza Mikhailova, but also to create. You don't create enough. I see no reason in the world that Serbia's GDP will be less than 50 milliard euros. No reason in the world. That is in the middle of Europe in 2015, and you should do more.
You said something funny. The future of the future of Serbia is Čobanizacija. What do you mean?
It was a joke, of course. I think that Choban is my friend, and he's also a man of good ideas and good personal involvement. The conference is a personal involvement, and the conference he had in the forum in Metropole in Belgrade is also a personal involvement. I didn't mean anything political, don't take me wrong. I meant that this Chobanization spirit, which means let's examine ourselves, let's try more, let's see what we are doing wrong. This is a good step. This is a good step in order to go out of the crisis, because in a way you put yourself in that crisis and there are no more excuses. People should say, I don't blame anyone, I want to improve my life condition and my country's welfare. And this is only in your hands.
May I ask you, what mobile applications do you have in your mobile phone?
Ooh, this is such a sensitive. Personally, you caught me, you see. I have WhatsApp. I have, of course, Facebook. I'm using Gmail for my personal communication. I have the Foreign Ministry network, but I don't have any navigation systems because I don't drive. So maybe I'm not the right person to ask. You see, sometimes we give others ideas, but ourselves, I'm quite modest. I'm not a man of applications, but I know that the people are very much in love with applications. Israel made a lot by Israeli companies, Israeli young people, by creating great applications. I will give you some other examples. PillCam. In medical treatment, sometimes instead of opening the body with surgery in order to see what you're suffering, Israel developed a small camera that you swallow like a pill. That's a genius thing. And that's only one small example from endless. I think that Serbia can do it even better. We did it in horrible conditions, in a surrounding which is hostile. You don't live in a surrounding which is very friendly to you, but on the other hand also not so hostile. No one threats you with missiles. No one is putting bombs in your cafes. No one is threatening to delete you from the earth, as we suffer such fears. So I don't see any reason that Serbia will not shake itself and say, we do it. We're going for the tomorrow.
But can you imagine day without internet?
No.
No?
No, I cannot. I'm also enslaved to the internet. I need it. You know, one day maybe they will find a substitute or a new internet that will be even much. Internet is also a recent development. I think it exists 20 years or more. That's we cannot. You see, we live in a world that we have fast and rapid innovations and ideas. Also, those fast SMS systems, it's also quite recent. And I think that it's not a last word. Thank you very much.
You're very charming, and somebody wrote on the Twitter wall, we need a Yossi Levi for the president of Serbia. What do you think about that?
No. You have a wonderful president. I love him very much. And I appreciate him very much.
Thanks a lot.